Sorry about that, my video cut off. So one more thing that I wanted to mention really quick that I forgot on the first video of when I was younger. I used to have really bad nausea in the mornings. It started probably like around the time I was like 10, and maybe like 9, 10, and it went on until I was like 14. Pretty much every morning I would wake up and I would be extremely nauseated, and the earlier in the morning, the worse nauseated I would be. It was horrible. Like I felt so sick in the morning, and it would last for like hours. And like as the day went on, I would like feel a little bit better, but it was really bad. I mean, I would just wake up feeling so sick. And obviously I have no idea what caused that. Now I know, it was my Lyme disease, but anyway, I just want to mention that because that was like something really weird symptom that I had that happened to me for years. So back to after I had my first daughter, basically I just started having like a lot of numbness and tingling and pain in my arm and numbness and tingling like in my legs, my feet, my hands, but it was really, really bad in my left arm. So that obviously scared me a lot. So then about 5 months after I had my daughter, my heart racing returned, and it returned with a vengeance. It was so bad. I was sitting on my couch one day watching a show, and it was so bad. I almost passed out. It was just, my heart was beating so fast. I was about to pass out, and I could barely, I was having trouble breathing. Everything was kind of going white, and I was home by myself with my 5-month-old. So I called 911 because, I was worried about her. I didn't know what was going on with me. I didn't want to just, I didn't know what was happening, and it was really, really scary. So I called 911. They came, and they hooked me up to their little portable EKG machine, and they took me to the hospital. My husband came home and, stay with our baby, and they took me to the hospital in the ambulance. They said that, has anything like this happened before? I told them that I had some, what they called palpitations last year, the year before that, and they said, well, this is not palpitations, your heart isn't beating normally. So I get to the hospital, I get to the ER, and they diagnosed me with supraventricular tachycardia. And they gave me a beta blocker again. And when my heart would do this, because I kind of forgot to mention when it was doing it before and this time, it would stay on a high level for hours at a time. It would take a very long time for it to kind of go slowly back down. So that was really horrible. And so I had to wait 2 months to get into the cardiologist. And I was dealing with this every single day pretty much. My heart was just race. It was such a horrible time in my life. I was so scared all the time. It created me to have such bad anxiety it created in me such bad anxiety. And I was scared all the time. I thought I was going to die all the time. My heart would just race, and I would have chest pain, and I would be short of breath, and I would get nauseous, and it was just it was constantly. And I would just cry because I was just scared. I was scared for my life all the time. I quit driving. I quit doing a lot of things because I was afraid that I would have these attacks, these episodes while I was driving or while I was in public. And it basically took over my life. It was one of the worst things that I've ever been through in my entire life. Probably the worst thing that I've ever been through. And I know it doesn't sound